It's Tuesday, the 15th of August, and you are tuned into the Tuesday edition of Primetime News. Many thanks for joining us as we unpack local, continental, and global events unfolding around us. I'm Selima Shumwefeleni Masipa. Leading tonight's bulletin, a matter in which Deputy Minister of Finance Maureen Hindambwende is suing the former mayor of Windhoek, Job Amupanda, to the tune of $1 million Namibian dollars, commenced in the Windhoek High Court, with the Deputy Minister taking the stand. More from this report.
Hindambwende is suing Amupanda for alleged defamatory remarks he made against her in a social media post in July 2021. Amupanda posted a photo of an unknown woman on his social media platforms and captioned it, "It looks like Deputy Minister of Finance Maureen Hinda during the liberation struggle." Maureen was so whiz, it's like she won't think twice about taking a knife out. Hindambwende claims the post was meant to be understood by the public that the woman in the picture was her in her youthful days, that she was a street girl ready to fight at a moment's notice. She told Judge Collins Parker on Monday that by September 2021, the Facebook post had 511 comments, 2,800 reactions, and it was shared 39 times. Hindambwende in her opening statement said the liberation struggle is not a joking matter, and that both she and Amupanda are political leaders who influence important decisions in the country. She indicated that she will prove that Amupanda's posts were intended to defame her and that he showed no remorse afterwards. It is further her testimony that Amupanda continued to perpetuate gendered insults against her. A mother of 6, Hindambwende said she is a role model to many and Amupanda's posts were hurtful. During her testimony, Hindambwende said that her integrity is what has gotten her this far. Amupanda will also take the stand. Reporting for Primetime News, Ishmael Mukvonda.
Moving on to the Oshodonjupa region, a 5-day workshop for the Parliamentary Standing Committee members on rules, orders and businesses, as well as the Committee on Privileges and Immunity of the National Council, commenced at Otjiwarongo on Monday. Chairperson of the National Council, Lucas Sinimbomuha, officially opened the training.
Now that our rules and order have been revamped, it is expected of us to govern National Council as an institution based on the new rules. And for us to succeed in this endeavor, we need to establish the common understanding of each provision within the standing rules and order. We also need to master the power, the privileges and immunities as so provided in the Act. Hence, this beautiful workshop. Honorable members, this joint workshop therefore aims at building capacity and creating an in-depth understanding of the mandate of the 2 umbrella committees. And that is the committee or the Rules Committee and the Privilege Committee.
Now, Health and Social Services Executive Director Ben Nangombe has noted the public health sector is being hamstrung by procurement systems that often result in delays in the acquisition of medical and clinical supplies. Andreas Thomas filed this insert.
Speaking at a media briefing on Sunday, Nangombe said the ministry often resorted to emergency procurement, which he said was too costly. He said the Central Medical Stores has a complimentary list of 1,250 active pharmaceutical and clinical supplies, which only ARV products are on long-term contracts. He said this means the majority of Central Medical Store products are procured via buyout or emergency procurement. This process is not reliable as suppliers are not tied to a fixed contract and they are more likely to cancel orders. Nangombe said the current threshold of 25 million Namibian dollars for pharmaceutical and clinical supplies is also not enough, which forces Central Medical Stores to procure in small lots that are used up before the next replenishment cycle. To remedy the situation, Nangombe said the ministry is looking to increase the threshold or establish a dedicated entity to deal with the health procurement. For that to happen, certain measures are being taken by the Public Procurement Unit to look at the systems and see whether the practices and modalities they have in place will support that kind of intervention. Reporting for Primetime News, Diana Kauta.
Switching attention to the Ohangwena region, Deputy Minister of Education Faustina Calais says all Namibian children deserve good quality education provided under secure and conducive teaching and learning environments. Calais made the remarks during the official inauguration of 5 classrooms and a storeroom at Onduludia Combined School in the Ohangwena region's Epembe constituency on Monday. Our correspondent in the region, Maria David, witnessed the event and filed this report.
The block was funded by MTC Namibia in partnership with the Motor Vehicle Accident Fund at an amount of 1.2 million Namibian dollars as part of their efforts to meet government halfway. Faustina Calais said emphasis should be put on national development in order to implement the Harambee Prosperity Plan 2 and the 5th National Development Plan without failure. She said they need social partners to accelerate development in all its spheres, as government alone cannot meet the targets set out in these plans, adding that education is one of the most significant long-term investments a country can make. Speaking at the same occasion, MTC Chief Human Capital Corporate Affairs and Marketing Officer Tim Ekanjo said they want to nationalize their rural schools project with the hope of addressing the classroom backlog across the country. Ekanjo indicated that it costs 250,000 Namibian dollars to 300,000 Namibian dollars to construct one decent classroom.
Stay tuned for the business segment. Welcome to the Primetime Business segment, where business and economics are topical. The Roads Authority has spent close to 20 million Namibian dollars on installing closed-circuit television cameras at its National Traffic Information System NATIS offices countrywide in an effort to curb fraudulent activities. More insights from this report.
In an interview with Nampa on Monday, Road Authority Corporate Communications Manager Helene Philemon said about 10 cases of fraud and corruption have been registered over the past 3 years at NATES offices countrywide, with Commerce recording the highest number of bribery cases. NATES has about 370 employees, and some have been accused of fraud and corruption by members of the public, alleging that some officials are prioritizing bribery tactics over delivery services as expected of them. Meanwhile, Philemon said NATES is challenged by a serious problem of loitering by individuals who play middlemen and who are involved in most of the bribery cases at its offices countrywide, stressing that interventions to get rid of middlemen had proven futile. Philemon further noted that NATES has experienced incidents of various clients being arrested for attempted bribery or where applicants tried to take a learner or driving license test on someone else's behalf. Reporting for Primetime News, Chakonia Nehemia.
Onto the global scene, Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva stated that the upcoming BRICS summit should tackle inequality and the role of developed nations in combating climate change. More context from this report.
During his weekly program Conversation with the President, broadcast by state-owned media on Monday, the president talked of the summit scheduled for August 22 to 24, stressing that it should serve to urgently address such issues of inequality and global governance. The BRICS is a group of major emerging economies: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. He said to tackle climate change, Brazil believes it is essential for rich countries to help poorer nations to better protect their endangered forests and biodiversity from exploitation. Lula da Silva stated that it is the payment of the debt they owe to planet Earth, so now pay up so we can preserve our forests by generating jobs, job opportunities and conditions to improve people's lives. Reporting for Primetime News, Diana Kauta.
That concludes our top news segment for tonight. Up next is your weather forecast, followed by the economics roundup. Welcome to Sport Planet, the segment unpacking all things sport and action. Local sport dominates the segment. The Far North Volleyball Association concluded its 2023 league season on Saturday after 4 months in action. The association consists of 10 male and 4 female teams. The association's chairperson Festus Hamokwaya told Sport Planet the just-ended season was a good season for them as they witnessed some exciting matches. He added that for the 2024 season, which commences in April next year, the association plans to go full force and will endeavor to sensitize corporate Namibia in order to secure sponsorship. On to local football, senior national football team coach Colin Benjamin has called on players to be in their best shape when reporting for duty to avoid being released from the national team. Benjamin made the call while announcing a provisional 43-man squad in the capital yesterday. The Brave Warriors are scheduled to play an international friendly match against South Africa's Bafana Bafana in Johannesburg on 9 September 2023. The national team head coach said the called-up squad will commence training next Tuesday and urged players to report for training in the shape they were in a month ago. Stay tuned for your sports roundup. And with that, we've come to the end of tonight's broadcast. Many thanks for always tuning in and for your viewership. Another warm reminder to subscribe to our channel, like and recommend our channel to family and friends. Additionally, feel free to engage with us in the comment section, as without our esteemed audience, there wouldn't be Primetime News or Nampa TV as a whole. Catch me tomorrow for our midweek edition of Primetime News. From myself, Salima Shimwefeleni Masipa, and my entire dedicated production crew, it's good night.